Autoparts e-commerce network for professionals by professionals.
So I want to peel the lid off or pop the hood, let's say, on the auto parts industry a little bit. It's something that I've seen growing a lot in e-commerce, starting to really get a lot of calls from different manufacturers of auto parts. Everything from premium, third party, everything from premium enhancements such as premium exhausts or performance enhancing products for cars, or just different aspects. I mean, we've had one client that came into where their product literally weighs anywhere from 500 to 1,500 pounds, and the lowest ticket price on it is over $1,000, and overrun with unauthorized sellers on Amazon, eBay, and other marketplaces. And this is a tough thing to kind of sneak out of a warehouse underneath your shirt. So why are the auto parts industries really just running so rampant with unauthorized sellers? Well, one is a lot of these can be are manufactured overseas and can be purchased either through gray market product diversion, which is it's a product that's made for an overseas market. It's made a little bit cheaper, but it's then purchased and brought here. Number two is a lot of these manufacturers will allow people to white label these products, i.e. they're making a general product like a performance exhaust, but the proprietary, the patent isn't owned by the main person who slaps their label on it. So other purchasers can now come in and purchase the same thing, slap a label on it, and effectively be now selling the exact same part made by the same manufacturer. In some cases, these manufacturers overseas, in certain parts of the world, China, but they will, in a lot of cases, make extra batches of these products and literally sell them out the back door. Is it legal? Absolutely not, but it's a whole nother challenge to be able to prove, because this isn't a counterfeit product. It's actually your product if you're the manufacturer, but they made extra of it and they didn't make it for you. They made it to sell on their own. And then finally, you do have counterfeit products as well. And that's something that happens a lot. We see them a little bit more on eBay than Amazon. And to tell you the truth, I'm actually seeing more auto parts in general on eBay. So what are some of the things that you can do to really get ahead of the game on it? One, you need to be able to determine where these sellers are, where they're coming from, and trace the source of that product back to the roots. That's critical to be able to figure out which of those three areas your products are actually coming from, unless it's actually coming from one of your distributors if you're using distributors. I've noticed that a lot of companies that do auto parts don't always have distributors the way certain other industry groups do. So if it does fall into that, that would kind of segue that into a fourth area. But you need to be able to figure out where the source of the issue is so that you can start to formulate a plan to be able to get ahead of it. Some of the things that I've noticed also is anyone who's selling the product from overseas, especially on eBay, they have to sell it for more because the shipping is expensive, and it'll typically take weeks for it to arrive. Some of the sellers that we work with, or some of the independent third-party sellers that I know that sell legally, let's classify that, they will actually sell these products at a higher price, a higher premium, but because they have the products right here in the US, they can offer them out in 1 to 2 day shipping options. Therefore, the I've got to have it now generation gets their parts today, tomorrow, this week, versus a month and a half from now. And people don't typically trust products that are coming from China or other parts of the world as much as they do from a US-based seller. So one of the ways that you can stay ahead of it is by adhering to that best product, best price, but the fastest shipping and free shipping philosophy that Amazon really adopted. The better the product you can get and the faster you can get it there, the more likely you are to be able to sell and compete with a lot of those outsiders while you're able to peel apart and figure out where they're coming from and what you can do to be able to get ahead of it.